Welcome to the live. You already know what time it is. You already know. You already know what day of the week it is. It's Wednesday, College Football Wednesday, double episode Wednesday. My boy Bragg is in the cut. He's riding high off of losing in the pick'em again. Well, tying this week. Sorry, we tied. Um, he's not looking great on that. On his NBA final ticket that he wants because he's 40-22.
That's basically down the drain. I have to get the rest of the picks for the year right. So
Well, I don't know that it's down the drain. Let me see.
no, it is. That's like 67%,
64.
64. Yeah,
I mean, it's not horrible.
it's not. What I say, 75.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
You don't know that.
I'm not that good, and I fell off after week one.
Yeah, you kind of did. We had a great week last week. Lots of upsets. Could we see more this week? Because it's kind of a low key week. And whenever it's a low key week and everybody's like, well, there's no games this week, there might be some games.
Like last week.
Like last week. Well, there was some games last week, but not the ones that were upsets we didn't expect, I don't think.
No.
Should we just get right to it and talk a bit about it afterwards?
Talk about what?
Some college football, just a little, some things that have happened.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, we'll get right into it. Our first pick of the week is, it's probably the biggest game of the week, questionably, arguably. Miami, Florida goes to Texas A&M, newly upset Texas A&M, 24th ranked. Give me your analysis on this game, Mr. Bragg.
So coming in, obviously Miami hasn't really had to play anybody too difficult. So they haven't really had faced a good test, I would say. While Texas A&M also arguably hasn't played any great competition, they did drop that game. They did drop last week to App State, which is very concerning. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. It's a very difficult game to predict, though, for sure. It is at Texas A&M is important, but I think I'm gonna roll with the Hurricanes. I don't want to be too down on Texas A&M, but I simply just don't think they're better than them. So, and that's kind of my thought process.
I'm gonna go Texas A&M here. Here's why. Don't count them out yet. I'm not big on them, honestly. But I'm not big on Miami at all. And I don't know. I just feel like at Texas A&M, it's a big time game. It's one of their biggest of the year at home. That place is gonna be rocking. It's tough to win there when it's rocking. They wasn't rocking last week. And Miami, Florida's not back. We're not gonna say they're back. They're gonna and I just see A&M's talent taking over this game because I think they have more talent all around. I just don't think they put it together yet. Here's what I'm worried about is A&M's quarterback. I don't think is very good.
Haynes King.
Hudson King.
Haynes King.
Don't think he's very good. And for that, I'm still going to go A&M here. I feel like there may be a quarterback change or something, but I'm going to go A&M. I'm worried about Miami.
Interesting. I mean, I don't think either of these teams are very good, at least in the grand scheme of college football.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they're both going to be like decent, just because they're Power 5.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, it could go either way. I could see a way Texas A&M dominates really, just by their main thing is taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
The quarterback's got to do better care of taking care of the ball. He had 2 picks last week. Last week he had 2 picks week 1, and then last week he touched the ball. So
Oh
Um,
yeah, I mean they're gonna have to clean some things up for sure if they're gonna win.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
but I mean we'll see. It's a big game. I'm excited to watch it. I'm gonna be home this weekend for it because I'm not going to Clemson. So I don't know what time that game starts, but I will tune in. Um, Pittsburgh goes to Western Michigan. This one is a little tricky for me because I don't know that Slovis is back. Let me look if Slovis is back. They haven't said. Um, I
Mute
won't. I
your mic.
won't do what?
Mute your mic.
Mute my mic.
What is that? Oh, sorry. I'm hearing things.
You're good. Uh, I want to pick Western Michigan here solely because I think that Pittsburgh without a quarterback is tough. But Patty was decent against Tennessee, and I feel like he'll be if he plays, he'll be good enough to win this game.
For Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Slovis will probably be back. They may not want to rush him. I don't think Western Michigan is anything too crazy. I think Pittsburgh's just all around better, so I'll take Pitt.
Yeah, I agree. I think Pitt's offense is going to be too good regardless of who plays. Michigan State goes to Washington. This is a tricky game for me. You got any analysis on that?
So surprisingly, Washington is favored at home.
I figured they would be.
Now me, I don't really see the hype in Washington. I don't really see the hype in Michigan State either. But both teams are undefeated. Washington has also not faced a good team yet. They played Kent State and then Portland State.
Oh, according to you, Kent State was a tough test.
I thought they would be. They're awful. And I mean, neither has Michigan State. They played Western Michigan and Akron, two of the worst teams in the MAC. At least
Action
maybe
is
not Western
always good.
Michigan. The issue is Peyton Thorne looks awful. He's got 3 picks to 4 touchdowns. I think if Michigan State wants to win, they have to keep it on the ground. I'm going to go with Michigan State here, not very confidently, but I'm going to take Michigan State.
Yeah, I'm going with I'm gonna go Washington here.
All right.
Michigan State's offense does not look good. My gut's telling me go Washington, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Texas Tech goes to NC State. This one could be tricky for me, but I'm going to say not so fast. I think Texas Tech has a good offense. I don't think they'll be able to stop NC State's offense. I'm not big on NC State's offense, but Leary is good enough to win this game for them. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I just need NC State to be a bit more convincing. Like, I expect them to win a game. I'm picking NC State here pretty easily because this is a hostile environment, not at home. We know Texas Tech kind of struggles away from home. So give me NC State.
Okay. Yeah, I see that too. Penn State goes to Auburn. Now, this one is very tricky. Penn State is good, but their offense is so inconsistent. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go Auburn.
Really?
I am, because I believe that stadium, it's tough to win in. They always play Alabama tough there. They always play Georgia semi-tough there. That stadium is very, very tough to win in. Penn State is inconsistent, and they're going to be just as inconsistent this week. I know Auburn's not great, and I know they struggled with San Jose State last week. But just hear me out. They always win these weird games like this, and that's why I'm going Auburn.
I'm going to go Penn State. I feel like they've actually looked pretty good this year. Like,
Okay.
from an offensive perspective, yeah, they go through it. But I feel like if they can figure out how to run the ball effectively, which last week they did, and you saw the outcome. Obviously, it was Ohio. I feel like their rush defense is pretty solid, which is Auburn's, bread and butter is running the ball. So I'm going to take Penn State here. I think Penn State just finds a way to get it done.
Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. BYU at Oregon. This one is tricky for me just because I feel like I want to go BYU, and I feel like they're way better. I just have this thing in me telling me that Oregon's going to win this game at home. But I don't think Oregon's good.
Right.
And that's why I'm so back and forth on it. So I'm going to go with the smarter pick, and I'm going to take BYU. Solely because we've seen Oregon in the big-time game already, and they looked awful. BYU beat Baylor last week. I know it was barely, but I think Baylor's better than Oregon. I'm going to go BYU.
I'm going to go Oregon.
I knew it. I knew you was going to do that.
No, I'm looking at it. I just think being at home is such an advantage for Oregon. I feel like they're going to show up for a big-time matchup like this. They just cannot turn the ball over. You saw when Bo Nix didn't turn the ball over. Yes, it was Eastern Washington, but the guy looked amazing. They had 70 points.
Oh, Lord. He's hyping up Oregon off of Eastern Washington. Good.
No, I'm hyping them up off coming off a win and being at home. I think they pull up.
Bo Nix will throw 2 interceptions, and that'll be all she wrote.
I'm not even worried. BYU's defense is not very – I'm not very worried about BYU's defense.
I don't know that Oregon can stop water.
You'll see.
I will see. Georgia goes to South Carolina. Not much to talk about here. I do think South Carolina scores the first touchdown on Georgia's defense this year, but I don't think it's close at all.
I don't even know if I was go that far.
South Carolina always plays Georgia weird, though, because they put up a decent amount of points. Like last year, I think they put up some decent. Maybe not last year, maybe it was the year before, but they beat them a few years ago, and they usually play them kind of tough for a little bit. So I feel like this game will be close for a half, but then Georgia will obviously pull away in the second half. I hate South Carolina. You know that. I would never give them any credit. But just because they play Georgia tough, I'm going to say that they score a touchdown against them. That's all I'm saying. Georgia wins this game big time.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. Georgia should get it done here.
If they don't, that causes me some concern. I want to see the offense be good again. I mean, they were fine last week, obviously, but I want to see them against a Power 5 school be good again.
If they lose, are they out of the college football playoff?
They're going to have to beat Bama in the SEC championship to that. But obviously, if they lose and then don't win the SEC championship, they're out.
Okay.
Or don't make it, they're out. I don't think they can. If they look like, say that South Carolina's not win the SEC championship or play for it, but let's say a Tennessee gets Georgia and they beat everybody else and they make the SEC championship. I don't think Georgia can get in at 11-1 not playing the SEC championship solely because of the schedule.
Okay.
But if they play for it and they go like 12-1 or they win it and they go 12-1, they're in.
Right, I got you.
But Florida State goes to Louisville on Friday night. Are you buying into the Florida State hype?
A little bit. I don't want to, but I'm intrigued by the fact that they're 2-0 because I feel like a normal Florida State team would have lost last
of the past few years, yeah.
Not like Jameis Winston type. Like obviously they were amazing, but this it's intriguing. And Louisville pulled out a tough game last week on the road. So this is really a toss-up, but I think I'm going to give the lean to Florida State.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I watched Louisville most of the game last week against UCF, and I will say I feel like UCF's offense is very similar to Florida State's offense. And for that reason, I watched Louisville's defense come together in the second half and not give up a point. And for that reason, I think at home on Friday night, that place is going to be rocking. They play games on Friday night for some reason, and they love it there. But back to back, they love Friday night. Anyway, I don't know. Malik Cunningham's going to put on an offensive clinic, and Louisville's going to get the dub here. I know they had a bad loss to Syracuse week 1, but it's looking better. So,
Yeah,
and I think it gets to look even better this week when they beat Purdue. So. So give me. Oh, that's actually our next pick. So I just moved right in. That was kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, that was smooth.
That was a nice transition. Good job.
Thank you, sir. I'm going Syracuse, like I just said. Darren, what you got?
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second because.
Oh Lord, Mr. Boilermaker.
Give me Syracuse. Surprisingly, give me Syracuse. I think they're gonna put it together, especially because they're at home. If this was in Purdue, I would have probably went the other way. But
I agree 100%. I think Syracuse beats Purdue. They start out 3-0, and I think they're ranked next week.
it wouldn't shock me.
It would not shock me if they ranked.
You know, Oregon loses, Syracuse might just slide right in.
Oh God.
If Kansas State loses this week.
Right. Old Dominion goes to Virginia. Old Dominion can't do it twice. I'm gonna say that now, just in case they trick me and they do. I'm gonna go Virginia. I think they looked awful last week. I think Armstrong looks better this week. Give me Virginia.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Virginia too. I think them being at home hopefully will give them, because I mean Illinois is like Georgia at home. Apparently, they don't give up points and they just control. They run the ball. They are just unbeatable. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take Virginia and Armstrong here as well.
All right. Cal goes to Notre Dame. And Notre Dame, your quarterback's out for the year. I'm going Cal. Notre Dame is 0-3.
Are you serious?
Is Cal bad?
No, they're 2-0. They beat UNLV and UC Davis.
Give me Cal.
No, give me Notre Dame. I know they've looked bad.
That boy's having a hard time picking Notre Dame.
I am. Yeah, I mean, you didn't have a hard time picking Cal, but I just don't think I feel like with a week, you give them a week, the quarterback will have some confidence. This is a must-win game for if they just. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Their season's kind of over, but I just don't see them dropping this one.
This is a must-win game if they want to make a bowl game.
The defense is just too good.
If they lose this game, they will not make a bowl game.
I believe it.
Because they'll be 0-3, and they play USC and Clemson. And I feel like they play BYU too, don't they?
They do.
That's 3 losses right there.
Yeah.
And if you add in another loss, they're not going to win every game besides that because they're bad. If they lose this week, they're not going to make a bowl game if they don't win this week. Hot take. Vandy at Northern Illinois. You know, I'm excited about this one. Everyone wants to say, Vandy's back. No one's saying that. But
who is saying that?
First off, they can never be back. First off, because they were never there in the first place.
Exactly.
But Vandy's better than they have been. I'm not buying it. They will not win another game. Northern Illinois at home. Give it to me.
Give me Vandy though.
I knew he would do that.
No, because Northern Illinois hasn't given me anything. They lost to Tulsa last week, and they beat Eastern Illinois by a touchdown. Come on now.
Okay, well, the last time you did pick against Vandy one time, and it did not turn out good for you.
Exactly. So, they proved me wrong, so I can't be against them again.
Well, you picked against them last week, so I knew you was gonna say that.
Week 4 is. Why would I not?
Colorado at Minnesota. At Minnesota. I'm going to have to go Minnesota. Colorado's been awful.
I don't even know why you actually put this on here.
I asked you, and you said go ahead and put it on there.
This is the biggest blowout of the week. There's no
Wow.
way Minnesota. I mean, bro, do you see the spread? It's 27.5.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I didn't look before, but
Should I just delete it? Should I just delete it?
sure. I mean, it don't really matter.
We're not picking that game anymore, everyone. Georgia Southern goes to UAB, riding high. UAB's not riding high after a loss to Liberty. Give me that offense, man. Kyle Ventries, give me Georgia Southern. Make me a believer.
I don't know. It's hard to pick against UAB at home. Yeah, I'm gonna take UAB.
Okay. You heard it here first, everyone. If UAB wins this weekend, I will make a shirt and sell it that says it's hard to beat UAB at home.
Thank you.
No problem. Kansas goes to Houston. This is a funky one because that Kansas offense is really good, and that Houston can't score with anybody. Give me what? Kansas is 2-0. All right, if Kansas was over
Kansas,
what?
They played Tennessee Tech and West Virginia.
They beat West Virginia.
Good for them. Give me Houston.
Give me Houston as well because I mean they're my guys, even though they lost last week.
They beat UTSA on the road and they almost beat Texas Tech on the road. Bro, can you stop? Sorry.
Yeah, could you please mute it? Mississippi State at LSU. This is weird. Many are picking LSU. Many people. I'm not buying into that. I watched them play last time. Give me Will Rogers. That's the only thing you need to know is Will Rogers.
Yeah, give me Mississippi State too, actually.
No way you were thinking about picking LSU there.
I mean, they're at home. That's the only reason.
UCF at FAU.
Do I even have to look into this? Is that FAU lost the other week, didn't they?
Yeah, they're 2-1. Give me UCF. UCF's offense is pretty good. I think it's a high-scoring affair, though.
Yeah, give me UCF also.
UTSA at Texas. This is a trap game. And Texas is not back, and their quarterback is not there. So, with that being said, they're going to be very lackluster after an almost win against Alabama. I'm going to pick the Roadrunners. I'm going to pick your Roadrunners at Texas. I'm picking them. If they let me down, I'm never picking them again.
I think this is not the week to ride a train, though. I'm going to go Texas.
Wow. He's picking against his own Roadrunners.
I just think Texas is a bit too stable.
I don't know that they are because Bijan might be out.
Wait, he is?
I saw he is. Let
If
me make
the quarterback's out, I don't care. But if he's out, then that changes things.
Very true.
I'm trying to see.
He hurt his shoulder. Oh, apparently the backup quarterback's hurt too, but I don't know that he's out.
They're all day to day.
Yeah, give me UTSA. Too much confusion.
Ewers is out. Ewers is going to be out regardless.
I know Ewers is out. I think
Wait,
Robinson.
and Hudson Card is hurt too?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Give me UTSA.
I knew it was coming. That man can't pick against them.
Well, no, because I didn't see all these. Dude, that's a third-string quarterback. He's going to get – he should get killed.
Yeah, give me UTSA.
Wow.
On the road in Texas, in Austin. That's all. There's not many great – I know you didn't see Clemson or Alabama or Michigan picking. They're all playing cupcakes. Alabama plays Monroe. Clemson plays LA Tech.
Oh, that was it?
What?
That was it?
Yeah, that's all we got this week. Okay. Michigan plays UConn. USC does play Fresno. I think that may be closer than people expect.
Fresno State.
Yeah,
Who's playing for Boise State?
USC. Man, don't listen. Look at him over there with his chain on, thinking he's too good.
Look, UTSA is too good. They gonna upset the world.
We're not even talking about UTSA anymore.
I don't care what you talking about. Talking about Fresno State, bro. That's the conference champion, by the way.
Fresno? Didn't I pick them?
Yeah.
You picked Utah State, and guess what? Utah State lost to Weber State 35-7.
You know who went to Weber State?
I know this. This is annoying. I ain't gonna say it. Tell me.
Damian Lillard.
Man, shut up. I did know that, but I thought you were talking football. Where did Austin Eckler go to college?
Western Colorado.
How do you know that?
I looked it up yesterday.
I knew it. I was thinking it was somewhere small. College football pick'em. I am 41-21. Darren is 40-20. So pretty neck and neck through this far. I'm aiming for 80%. Darren's aiming for 75.
There's no way you're aiming for 80, bro. There's no way.
Bro, do you know how many games there are left?
A lot.
Let's just calculate this real quick. This week, if I was to pick, oh crap. This week, if I was to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I was to pick 13 out of 17 games right this week, I'd be 54-25.
44-25?
54.
54?
And that would only never mind. It's going to be very hard to get to 80% now.
Exactly.
But it's possible. Anything's possible. Believe that. And you will be good in life. Hey, can I show something on the pod real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay. I want everybody to look at this, all right? When you see me and Darren make picks, and you may think we're stupid, this guy gets paid to do this. And look at this college football playoff right here.
Okay, well, Texas A&M is out. Pittsburgh is probably not making it. I mean, with all the chaos that has happened, this isn't insane.
Baylor, they lost too.
They lose to BYU. I forgot.
Michigan's the only team on there that's worth talking about. I lost some money last night on women's basketball.
Why would you gamble on that?
Look, bro. Because I got it off of Twitter, and look.
Oh, my God. I just see a whole lot of red. Like Playboy Cardi.
Not true.
Dude, Alyssa Thomas, how many? Does that say 3 rebounds?
She played horrible. Look at this, bro. I'm one pitching out away from DeGrom, and I'm one walk away from Harper for winning cash. That's so. I had Devers because he kills Garrett Cole. And then Aaron Judge hit 2 home runs. I had him over 11.5 fantasy points. Bro had 36.
He hit 2 home runs again?
Yeah, he's got 57. That's something we didn't. I know we're on College Football Podcast, but Aaron Judge is 4 away from breaking Roger Maris's record for the most AL home runs in a season. And can he do it? I think he does it now, for sure.
He has to.
And I think Pujols gets 400 or 700 too. He's got 697.
Yeah, I think they both probably actually get it. Do you think it's rigged?
Probably. Keep it on the low. It probably is. Tune in college football this weekend. Not much to tune into, but you got Miami A&M, you got BYU, Oregon. you got some good games, even though it's not a great week. Watch your favorite team. Go turn on some other games. Watch football for 12 hours straight. That's all you need. I mean, that's all you had to do.
Correct.
I mean, I saw this TikTok, Darren, and this is what I saw. This reminds me of us, if I could find it. Sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time finding this. Did you know Urban Meyer told Terry McLaurin he couldn't catch?
He probably just said that to motivate him.
He did. Can't blame him. That's my son. He just doing it. I told him. You seen that TikTok?
That's called a trend.
Trend?
Yeah.
I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Are you gonna find TikTok or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that junk because I can't find it. That's all from us from college football. Go follow us on Instagram, Out of Bounds Pods, TikTok, Out of Bounds Pods, and obviously, if you're here on YouTube, you're watching Out of Bounds Pods. Coming soon to Apple Podcast. Trying to work those things out right as we speak. Spotify will no longer be going, I don't think. But besides that, that's all from us.
Peace out.
Peace.